our topic is all about weeds. So what are weeds? Weeds thrive in environments where they can outcompete other plants. So the phrase plants growing in a place they are not desired is refers to plants that grow where they are unwanted. So imo na to kanong kung usa ka weeds kung kani siya natanom is mukupin siya sa other group na plants. For example, kani sa corn sa group of corn na isa ka tanong na nasaad, mo na siya matawag nato na weeds na kay kukuha naman siya og nutrients na kani tubig, mga sunlight, kumpit naman siya sa other na tanong.
So, makasunod gamay lang siya, sige pa sila ito.
Plants that are unwanted and undesirable. So, which plants grow where they're not wanted? They're often considered space because the conflict may describe plants of water, nutrients, which can be hard to control and hard to experiment. Example, cloud, open grass, grass, and flower. Hence, these plants are usually removed to help other plants grow better. So, for example, walang open grass atong makita na sa mas gani din sa atong garden, ngayon atong makita na kanang open grass, pwede na siya mabuhi sa mga saon nga luta. Hari na ako ating sunflower. So, naapoy adlaw po nga kay sister niya nga kanang mo buwag siya, kanang mo buwag siya, tapos dili po tingog maintain ang sunflower tingog pangbuwag. May sama rin hapon ining open grass o maura o salamat.
Gilantan na. Hindi ba siya madako? Screenshot ra?
So, which plants grow where they're not wanted? They're often considered space because the conflict may describe plants of water and nutrients, which can be hard to control and hard to experiment. Example, close open grass, grass, and flower. Hence, these plants are usually removed to help other plants grow better. So, for example, anak open grass atong makita.
Plants that deliver in an area of risk and result. Plants that cause problems, labi na sa ato ang kaning weeds is isang weeds na challenges basta labi na mga human activities good niya. Kaning weeds is makikuplit sila sa line ng mga crops like makikshare sila sa vegetative parts faster than desirable plants. Example ani is ang mga pigweed, Bermuda grass. Then, seed dormancy and longevity. Wheat seeds can remain viable in the soil for many years, creating substantial seed bank. Dormancy mechanisms prevent all seeds from germinating at the same time, ensuring some seeds wait for ideal conditions. Example ani kay mga lambs, quarters. Then, ang efficient dispersal. Kini na weeds kay evolve various mechanisms for widespread dispersal, including lightweight, feathery structures for wind travel. Example kay mga mga dandelion. Then, vegetative propagation, it is a perennial which used to specialize vegetative organs as sexual reproduction, like underground stems or rhizomes, above ground stems or stolons. Example ana kay mga Bermuda grass, sedge, o nut grass.
It's all about adaptive competition and adverse environmental conditions. So, for the adaptive competition, one is the organism or species nga sa dili nga part is kaya na compete sa other species or organism. So for the adverse environmental condition, mapag ni sila siyang mga conditions sa isang area na bad impact siya sa sa organism nga one kining sa bad impact siya sa isa nga organism or species nga kanintan ba kaning threat sa or kaning na mga possible na dili mo dagan ang species dili nga yan. For example sa kaning mga condition nga like sa baha or sa mga tagtuyot mga na
Seeds and vegetative propagos. Seed and vegetative propagos are usually dormant or can be induced to be dormant. So it means that seed and plant part used for propagation, like tuber, bulbs, rhizomes, and cutting. Optic remain is an egg arresting. Open remain in a resting state where they do not grow even though they are still alive. So this resting state is called dormancy. So why dormancy happens? To protect seeds or propagos from growing during bad condition. To cold, to dry, not enough light. So that's to help them survive until the right time for growth. So induced dormancy, this means they can be made or forced to stay dormant by falling, cold, storage, drying, and keeping them without water or dark place.
Cause significant damage even at low population densities. Weeds can cause significant damage even at low population densities, reducing crop growth and competing aggressively for essential resources such as nutrients, water, and sunlight. Even when present in low numbers, weeds can still cause considerable damage to crops. Weeds are capable of inflicting substantial yields losses even at low population densities.